MRecktv.
These are personal stories. The first one I'm gonna start off with is 50 Cent. I met 50 Cent when we were with the Black Hands. Black Hands. I was the head of Black Hands Security for years. I worked for Chaz Williams directly. I did all his parties. I was the doorman for all his parties. And when we went to different functions and everything, I was the front man, make sure, we was where we were supposed to be. We didn't have to wait in line. It was a pretty good situation, It was, Chaz was like, back in the 90s, he was one of the top promoters. Also, he had a record label, but he was one of the top promoters in giving parties. I mean, like, we gave up 2 parties in Vegas in one night. And I'm telling you, it was off the chain. They was after the Mike Tyson fight. One time we did a salt and pepper party, and that was crazy. And I got a crazy story about that too. But getting back to the 50 Cent thing, I met 50 at Black Hands. He used to be up there, recording and things like that, because Black Hands was responsible for all his management in the streets, as far as when he had parties and everything. This was back in the day when 50 had did How to Rob an Industry Cat. I think that was the song. He was going to perform out there in Vegas with us, or he was just going to chill. So me and him rode on the plane together. So we were headed to Vegas. We had stopped in St. Louis. When we stopped in St. Louis, I had all my brothers and them come to the airport because we had a layover for about I think it was about 2 hours. So we had a layover in St. Louis. So me and 50, we was talking. We talked about the Big and the Tupac situation. We talked about, the industry and everything like that. He knew that, I was one of the top dudes, one of the top bodyguards in the industry. We was talking about, him and his situation with Ja Rule and the whole 9 yards. And because I really, Chaz was the type of person, he really never talked his business to me like that, other than what we had to do in, for parties and shit like that. But other people, since they used to see me and Chaz together all the time, used to talk the business, so a lot I knew is because other people were telling me about, but I really didn't know the situation thoroughly between Ja and 50. And then I heard 50 part of it on the plane when we was going out to LA. And in both situations, he was telling me that, Ja had tried to play him on a couple of situations when he had went up in the studio one time, and these cats were coming at him, and he was about to, go at them. And then Ja waited until it got, hectic, but 50 was about to do something. And then he said, "Oh, no, that's my man." When he actually, in fact, told him to come up there. He wouldn't have came to the studio section unless he told him to come there. And another time, he said that they were, I don't know if it was a parade or they was in some kind of affair, and he was with one of the dudes who had took Ja chain before, and Ja tried to play him, and then he come up there and bigging up the dude who took his chain, and then try to play him like he didn't even know him or whatever like that. And I was like, that was their situation. That was they problem. But he had became a part of Black Hands, and a lot of rappers and everybody wanted to get at him with what he had wrote. But 50 wasn't the type of dude that, first of all, it wasn't too many rappers gonna come up to him and do no hand-to-hand shit with him. You understand? Because he was nice with him. Second of all, on that other thing, he ain't mind using that too. So it was a situation whereas that, Black Hands was just making sure that, he was protected, when he had to go get his money for the shows and while he was doing his shows. So at this given time, we were going to Vegas. So we on the plane, and I was telling him about, like I said before, the 50 Cent. I was telling 50 about the Biggie Tupac and we was vibing and everything. Like I gave him my card. My card I used to have, it used to say savoir faire, you know, and it's a funny situation. I noticed that 50 used that in one of his songs before. And what I got from it was that he remembered, you know, what I told him what savoir faire means, you know. And if you could look it up, it's a person who has the ability and know how to get out any situation at any given time. He got the social skills to be at any, he could be anywhere, anything. He know what to say. He know what to do. He know how to get out of anything. You know what I'm saying? He got the savoir faire. And that was on my card. I still have that card today. You know, it's a savoir faire from St. Louis to New York and everywhere. I got that from a cartoon back in the day. It used to be this little cat, and they used to be chasing this mouse and everything like that. And he used to be like, savoir faire is everywhere. You know, be chasing them all over. So, long story short, we on the plane and everything like that, and we get ready to get off the plane. So, at this given time, I was still a state officer and everything like that, and I had credentials to go all around the country. I used to take like 5 guns with me, you know, anywhere from 3 to 5 guns every time I went. I break them down, put them in a case, and at that time they had a different system, whereas that all your stuff would go into the captain's box. So they took my guns and everything, put it in the captain's box. And when I get ready to leave the plane, they bring it directly to me before I go out to the public and everything. So they had gave me my guns and everything, and then I went into the bathroom. And when I went into the bathroom, it was me, Tony Yayo, and 50. So, you know, I said, yo, what's up, man? You good? He said, yeah, I'm good. I said, you know how to handle one of these things? He said, yeah. You think I don't? And I gave him Nina. You know what I'm saying? He got that, and I gave him an extra clip for it and everything like that. And we was good. So we doing parties out there in Vegas. So, you know, anybody who could have one, you know, hey, you never have too many. So then, you know, I had 2 on me. He had 1. Then I distributed 2 to the other fellows, and that was a part of our team, and we was good. So the night goes on and everything like that. And Ja Rule and them is coming to the party. So, you know, Chaz told me to go down. You know, we had a little distance from the club to the parking lot. He said, go down and make sure Ja and them get through the barricades when they get ready to come up. So then as I, you know, getting ready to go down there, you know, I holler at 50, you know, so 50, you holler, where you going, G? I'm going to go down and Ja and them to make sure they, you know, get in the party and everything like that. Because I really didn't know they had a bad situation at this time, because it hadn't exploded like it did in Atlanta. So now we go down to the park. I go down the parking lot, and 50 is by the barricade. And he just posts over the barricade just like I am right now. And he looking, because Ja is in the limousine. So I'm like, no, I'm looking at him. So Supreme comes out. So I say, yo, what up, Preem? And yo, Preem had this look in his eye like, yo, this is crazy. And he just focusing right on 50. He didn't take his eye off 50. So I was, you know, I looked at Preem, then I looked at 50, and then I know the tension. And I was like, yo, damn, what's going on here? I was like, yo, you coming up to the party? And he was like, nah, man, tell old man I'm good, man. We're going to go do this other thing right now. We're not going to come up that way. And so then I know 50 got this thing on him, but still Preem ain't took an eye off 50. And 50 is hunched over like this with it on him.
But that M.Reck, the Grustler web series is coming. It's going to be debuting on MRecktv.
It's crummy beats, y'all.
Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktv Promo. mrecktvpromo@gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv.